Thou speakest aright. I am the merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I...
Oh, that's me. Hey, Mom. No, I'm not busy. What's up?
Juan, we're in rehearsal.
You're doing great. Love the energy. Keep it up. Yeah, Mom? No, I don't have your car keys. Have you checked the dresser?
Ugh.
Did you found them? Awesome. Okay. Bye, Mom. Love you. Where did everybody go? Caroline? Hello, everyone. I think we can all agree that was pretty rude. Let me start by apologizing to my friend Caroline. Sorry, Caroline. That was not good actor etiquette. Welcome to the final section of our V.I.B.E videos, which also happens to be the last lesson of Unit 1 of this theater course. We made it! Give yourselves a round of applause. We've already explored ways to exercise your voice, imagination, and body. Now, it's time to focus on the ensemble of fellow actors. And speaking of ensemble, let me find out where Caroline is. We still need to work on that scene. Caroline, where are you at? Today, we will explain what actors etiquette is and some of the rules it entails. We will also provide you with ensemble building exercises designed to strengthen ensemble trust, which you can practice with your fellow theater practitioners next time you're in rehearsal. Are you ready? Let's get this show on the road, or as we say in rehearsal, from the top. Theater is a collaborative art form, which means that multiple people must come together and work in harmony. Harmony being the key word here, in order to achieve a common goal. Most of the time, being part of a play results in a fantastic experience and lifelong friendships. However, like any other human interaction, when different personalities come together, sometimes conflict can arise, and in the worst cases, crumble into toxic work environments. To avoid that, over the years the theater community developed actors etiquette, which is a series of rules or guidelines that help make rehearsals more enjoyable and turn you, the theater practitioner, into the ensemble member that everybody wants to work with. Here's some of them. People's time is important. We should value it, respect it, and, more importantly, never waste it. To avoid doing that, I always recommend people follow this simple advice. If you're on time, you're late. If you're early, you're on time. In other words, if your call time is at 5 p.m., don't show up right at 5. Show up 15 to 30 minutes earlier. It's better to be early than to be late. Cell phones. Every director's worst nightmare. We understand it's the 21st century and we live in a connected world. However, there is a time and place for everything. Rehearsals are sacred, so please turn off your cell phones when entering a performance space. Like we said earlier, theater is a collaborative art form, meaning that directors and stage managers will give you feedback during rehearsals. Understand that they are not attacking you. They simply want to help you give the best performance that you can give. Always be gracious and say thank you when receiving notes. Also, and this is very important, never give another actor notes and never allow yourself to receive notes from another actor. Our job as actors is to portray a character, not to tell other actors how to portray theirs. Y'all, gossiping is rude, and it's just plain wrong. You know it, we know it, everybody knows it, so please avoid it. If you have a genuine grievance with a fellow ensemble member, talk to that person directly. If the problem continues, talk to your stage manager. You'd be surprised how easily problems can be solved if we avoid gossiping and simply communicate with each other directly. Handkerchief, anyone? Everyone likes playing with props. They're awesome. However, there are 4 rules you should always follow regarding props. Number 1, always check your props before a show. It is your responsibility as an actor to check your props. Don't rely on someone else to do your job. Number 2, do not touch props that are not your characters. Number 3, if your character handles a firearm prop in a show, a World War II soldier for example, only receive the prop from the armorer, firearms expert, and give it back immediately after the scene has finished. Finally, number 4, never, I'm going to say it again, never point a prop firearm directly at another actor. Safety first. When other actors are working on stage, please keep quiet backstage. They may be having trouble with a scene or having a breakthrough. You don't want to be like me interrupting Caroline when she's in the middle of practicing an important speech. Sorry, Caroline. A week before opening a play to the public, productions have what is called a tech rehearsal, which is when performers and technicians come together to figure out light changes, sound changes, and the flow of the play with all of its production elements. This rehearsal is normally long and tedious, with lots of stops and repetitions. However, it is fundamental for a play to succeed. Please remember, tech rehearsals are not about the performer. They're for the technicians to fix all of the production aspects so you, the performer, can look good on stage. So please, be helpful, be kind, and be patient. This is perhaps the most important rule of all. Please treat everybody with R-E-S-P-E-C-T, respect. I know sometimes people have bad days, but that is no excuse for disrespecting anybody. That being said, in moments of doubt, just follow the golden rule. Do unto others as you would them do unto you. Or, in simple terms, treat others like you would like to be treated. Simple as that. Now that we have shown you some actor etiquette rules, it's time for the second portion of this lesson, ensemble building exercises. Ensemble building is a crucial part of theater. Think of an ensemble as a family. It has to be united and cohesive in order to succeed. However, unlike conventional families, performance ensembles are generally a group of people that have just met. So, how do you get a group of strangers to unite like a family in a short period of time? That's right, through ensemble building exercises. Here are some exercises that will strengthen your ensemble and nourish bonds between your fellow theater practitioners. Icebreakers are a fun way to introduce people and to break down barriers between strangers. The premise is pretty simple. Gather people in a circle, ask a question, and have everyone answer it. Here are some examples of questions that you could ask. If you could transform yourself into any animal, which one would it be? Think about it. If you were stranded on an island and there are 3 things that you could carry, just 3 things, what would you bring? Name one song that best describes you. Only one. Cool, right? You can be as creative as you want with your questions. The purpose is to get people to engage with each other and to develop trust. The mirror game is an excellent way to exercise focus and trust between ensemble members. You can play this game in groups of 2 people facing each other or in groups of 4 in a diamond shape. Here's how it works. One person acts as the leader, moving their body in a slow, steady pattern, so that they can be mirrored or imitated by their partners. The follower, the other partner in the exercise, will strive to copy the leader exactly. Now, here's where the exercise gets really exciting. Even though at first there is a clear leader and follower, the goal of this exercise is to eventually not be able to distinguish between who is the leader and who is the follower. Eventually, the group should move as a unit, alternating the role of leader and follower in an organic way. For more ensemble building exercises, check out the PDF. Now, Before we finish the video, let's review what we learned today. Today we learned about actors' etiquette, meaning the do's and don'ts for theater practitioners in areas like punctuality, cell phones, feedback, gossiping, props, backstage behavior, tech rehearsals, and respect. We also learned about the importance of ensemble building and shared a couple of examples of ensemble building exercises like icebreakers and the mirror exercise. That's the end of today's lesson, and that's the end of Unit 1. Congratulations! Woo! Our next 2 units are our history portion. I can't wait to explore with you how theater began and how it's evolved in different parts of the world. Until then, remember, in theater, like in life, the limit is your imagination. See you next class.